Hello there. Thanks for watching my views and news. Two news stories. Firstly, it seems that Ethiopian armed groups are being contacted for dialogue, for peace talks, and they are being offered that they can hold dialogue with the government in a third country. We saw that Ola, TPLF held discussions with government in third countries, but other armed groups are also being contacted and they are being given this offer by National Dialogue Commission. Details for you. Secondly, PM Abiy is going to visit Djibouti next month. It has been announced by Djibouti's Foreign Minister Muhammad Ali Yusuf. But a crucial time when Ethiopia is going to divert a portion of its cargo from Djibouti to other countries. Abiy's visit to Djibouti could be crucial. What did Muhammad Ali Yusuf say, and what is going to be the future of Ethiopia-Djibouti relations if Ethiopia diverts its cargo from Djibouti to Berbera, Kenya, or other ports in the region? Let's start from Ethiopia, where National Dialogue Commission has been working for more than a year. It was formed by the parliament. Mesfin Araya has been working as the chief of the commission. The commission has only been seeking and getting proposals, lists of issues by its delegates. It has nominated delegates. Two delegates are holding meetings with diaspora, with political parties, meetings with armed groups, meetings with civil society, academics, etc. So a year has passed. So far, no real dialogue has started. You see the performance of this commission, that the commission has taken more than a year and still it has not been able to start the dialogue. When the dialogue commission was formed, I said that the commission had been formed just to appease the international community. International community has been calling for dialogue to end conflicts in Ethiopia. And that is why this commission was formed, just to appease international community. Otherwise, nothing has been done by this commission so far. Now, Mesfin Araya has disclosed that Ethiopian armed groups, which they contacted, the commission members, complain that who will provide security to them if they become part of the talks. That is why the commission is telling the government that government should give assurances to the armed groups. And secondly, the commission is considering holding meetings in Djibouti. Meetings with those groups which are not comfortable with holding discussions with the government in Ethiopia. Which armed groups will join these talks with the commission in Djibouti? Not clear. By the way, some OLF leaders were released recently. They remained in prison for more than a year, though there were no charges against them. They had been pleaded innocent, but still they were being kept in prisons. But they have been released. Will they become part of talks? Will OLF become part of talks because its leaders have been released? Jawar is also a staunch supporter of dialogue, though his party has been raising questions about this dialogue commission, saying that the commission was not properly formed. It does not have true representation of representatives from parties who represent people. But it seems that some groups could join dialogue. Maybe groups in Oromia, I think some groups in Oromia could join the dialogue. The dialogue could be held abroad. Uh, Already we saw that Ola and government held talks twice in Tanzania, but talks failed. Other than Ola, there could be other groups joining talks, it seems, in Oromia. Any signs of Fano groups in Amhara becoming part of talks? No, There could be some elements in Fano, but main Fano groups are not entertaining the idea of entering into talks with the government. National Dialogue Commission continuing its activities, getting budget, highly paid people. Nothing has been delivered by them so far. Now they want to start discussions in Djibouti. Again, you'll see no result because dialogue can only happen if there is some third party, third powerful party to give assurances to the parties to conflicts in Ethiopia, like Americans gave assurances to TPLF and federal government during Pretoria talks. Then Americans, Westerners, mediated between Ola and government, talks were held. I don't think that any Ethiopian armed groups would touch just Mesfin Araya. Mesfin Araya is no one, he's not significant. So I don't see any possibility of a breakthrough, but talks in Djibouti could start, as Mesfin Araya hinted at it. Secondly, Pima Abiy is expected to visit Djibouti next month, October. It was disclosed by Djibouti's Foreign Minister Muhammad Ali Yusuf. Muhammad Ali Yusuf talked about Ethiopia-Djibouti relations. To question viewers is, what is the future of Ethiopia-Djibouti relations? Because Ethiopia is planning to divert part of its cargo from Djibouti to other ports. Djibouti relies heavily on Ethiopian cargo for revenue generation. So, will there be serious impact on Djibouti-Ethiopia relations of the relocation of this cargo? Firstly, Ethiopia does not want to relocate, it doesn't want to divert entire cargo to other ports from Djibouti. Ethiopia wants to use more than one ports in the region. Because if you solely rely on one port, it means you can be blackmailed. It means that sometimes regional security situation would make it impossible for you to use the port. So you must have more than one options. It does not mean that Ethiopia will divert entire cargo from Djibouti. I think it will divert around 50% of its cargo from Djibouti. So Djibouti will still earn from Ethiopia by handling Ethiopian cargo. And Djibouti would not like to lose Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a customer for Djibouti. Djibouti very strongly opposed Ethiopia-Somaliland MOU when it was signed in January. It wanted to undermine the MOU. But now Djibouti has realized that by sabotaging the MOU, it cannot achieve its objectives. It will have to have good relations with Ethiopia. That is why it offered the Jora port to Ethiopia. Ethiopia is considering the use of the Jora port. It has not responded to this week. Muhammad Ali Yusuf, Djibouti's foreign minister, said that Djibouti was waiting for a response from Ethiopia. So far, no response. It means that Djibouti does not want to lose Ethiopia as a customer. At the same time, Ethiopia doesn't want to divert entire cargo from Djibouti. So both will continue having good relations, and Djibouti will have to lower port taxes, which it has been charging, because now Ethiopia will have more than one option. So October's visit of Imabi to Djibouti is crucial. Let's see what the two sides decide. And will there be response from Ethiopia to Djibouti about the Jora port offer before Imabi's October visit? Or will decision be made about the Jora port use when Imabi will visit Djibouti next month? That remains to be seen. Thank you.